Audio Jungle.
Hey, so today we're going to take a revisit at the LG Stylo 3 Plus, and technically the 3 for Boost Mobile, but I mean, I didn't really like the Boost Mobile version. Well, because it just didn't have as good a screen. It was only 720p. I don't know, it just wasn't as good. It didn't feel as good in the hand. It was a little bit of a different shape too. It didn't make it nice to me. Whatever. I just didn't like it as much for some reason. This one though, I love it, love it, love it. It has a 1080p 5.7-inch touchscreen display. The quick charge, I don't mind that it has USB, micro USB, has a headphone jack, whatever. It has the power and the fingerprint sensor on the back along with the camera. 13 megapixel, great camera. Volume or speaker on the bottom of the back of it. There's a neat feature to these phones, a stylus. So this stylus is a copy of the Samsung stylus, but in my opinion, who cares? I love the stylus. I made some notes on here, like if I would just go like this and go, here, let's lock it. I would make notes, I would go and type a little bit. I would go, hello, or I need milk, or cheese. I would just at least type it. It was a lot easier to pull that out. It was a lot more fun too. It was just like one of those things. The other nice thing about this is you don't see this nowadays, removable battery. It uses the batteries that are present on the LG V20, so you can use those batteries if you need to. It's a beautiful all-around phone. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch right over to the head-on view to check out more of the phone. So now I want to get an in-depth look at the phone. So while this phone is going to be turning off, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, whatever, let me just power off this phone so that we can get start from the beginning of it powering on. So basically, this phone has a 10-inch, 5.7-inch display. On the top of it, there is an LED light, sensors, 5-megapixel front-facing camera, and the earpiece. The bottom of the phone has the headphone jack and the micro USB port. The back of the phone has a 13-megapixel camera with LED flash and a fingerprint sensor / power button, and then a speaker which is mediocre, not the best, not the worst. Now if you go to the left side of the device, you have the volume up and down rockers, and take it off, you get a removable battery. This battery is a 3080 mAh battery, uses the LG V20 batteries because, well, why not? Has NFC built into it and up to a 256 gig card. Don't correct me because I've seen people use 256 even though it mentions that it doesn't run on 256 cards, SD card that is, and nano SIM card slot. So let's power this baby on. So 3, 2, 1. Now the animations on this, it isn't bad, but it isn't the best. It could be faster. Startup times aren't the worst. What are you gonna do? It's LG. Well, you know that because you're watching this video. Now, my thing is, I hope that they make an upgraded version to this phone, the Stylo 4, because I love the Stylo 3 and 3 Plus. I mean, well, I don't like the Stylo 3 as much as the 3 Plus, but these are beautiful phones. I think that this one didn't get enough recognition as much as it needed, but that's just me. What else are we going to do? Here we go. Now, to start off with the interface, let me just zoom in a little here. So the interface is this, so you can tap and hold. You get your widgets, apps, and your wallpapers. And then you can just swipe between stuff. You also get a cool feature. So if you have a cool wallpaper, pinch up and you can see the wallpaper. Pinch down, You get your apps too. Not too many apps. I've installed a bunch of apps here. There is Google Assistant built into it. And then the next thing is just slide down. You get your toggles. For some reason, this phone doesn't have screen sharing, so you can't. I don't understand. So you can't cast your phone to another another device. And then you get all of your stuff. Remember, there is not over here actually. Where does NFC go again? Where the heck is NFC again? More. Well, I know NFC shows up right over here. I don't know why I couldn't find NFC. Oh, whatever. But you do get NFC for your Android and Google Pay, whatever one you want to call it now. So there is that. Then you can scroll down, you get all of your basic stuff. You get 32 gigabytes of space on this phone. You get 2 gigs of memory. And you also get Android 7.0. I don't know why people care Android 7.0, 7.1.1, whatever. I didn't see too much of an upgrade in terms of what apps and stuff came on the device. It runs February 1st, 2018 security patch of this video. So that's that. Now there are some cool features like shortcut keys where you go like this. And it takes a screenshot. Or you can do the same thing with selfies, and then volume up when you're locked, clicks the quick capture, and volume down does the camera. Those are all of those features. Now, onto this pen. There are cool features. So you have Pop Memo, which basically allows you to click it, and you're able to take a note while it's doing this, so you don't have to be, you can just take a note. You can X this out, and you also get this again. You can do Capture Plus, which just basically takes this picture of the screen. You can do GIF Capture, which takes a GIF Pop Lens, which basically just zooms in wherever you want it to be. Then you got your Pop Scanner, which just scans the screen a little bit. Then the nice other cool thing is, let me just double tap to close screen. Look right here. Look what this is. This is like the Samsung's Memo. So you can literally draw on the screen. So I can erase everything here. Clear all. So I can go like this. I can literally go like, subscribe, comment. So I can type stuff, you can press the check mark, you can save it to quick memo or gallery so you can draw on it, or you could literally just use this to navigate your screen. You can unlock the device with this. You can swipe away notifications with it, blah, blah, blah. Again, blah, blah, blah. I like using that phrase a lot. You can do a ton with that. It's cool. It's a quirky thing. You can also draw in quick memos with it. Nice thing, though, is this, I like just, people don't like LG's skin, but to me, LG's skin isn't too much of an over the Android experience other than the icons itself. So I'm not too on the LG theme. I like it. Now let me open up the messengers here. Let me see if I have here. Let's open up customer care. Since I use this as a phone for a little bit. Now, here are the emoticons that come with the device. As you can see right over here. You get all of your basic Android emoticons. So you get that. This whole phone is just, I like this whole phone. It's beautiful. It's one of a kind. It's a great phone. I don't know what's wrong with this phone. People just don't want to buy it. I haven't seen this phone, too many of these phones out in the wild. But for real, I just haven't seen that at all. It's one of these phones that I just like. It's a beautiful phone. I use it. It felt so good in the hand. So thin, so slim. This phone is just one of these so slim, so thin phones. I like it. Now, let me make sure the volume is all the way up. And we'll play a song to test out the speaker. Before I do, this phone did, when I felt it in the hand, it felt like a natural phone to hold. It was light, but it didn't feel cheap light. I picked it up, it was light. Of course, it's light, it's gonna feel cheap, but no, it's light, it felt good. Let's play a song, we'll continue from there. Okay, so the phone sounds good. It doesn't get crazy loud, but I like it. It sounds good. It's a decent sounding speaker. Nothing bad, nothing crazy good, but it's not bad at all. The one thing I also liked is the headphone jack. For some reason, even though it's not a hi-fi DAC like the V30 and V20 series, it sounds good though. It's good. This phone though, I picked it up when I was using it. To me, even though it's plastic, I mean, it does feel light in the hands for sure, but it didn't feel like a cheap light in the hands. It felt like, I know I have a $100 phone, but it feels like a good quality structured phone. It was great. It does not feel anything bad at all. I love the feel of this phone. It's light enough that when you put it in your pocket, it's thin too, like thinner than most of the other cheaper Android phones, or even bigger Android phones happens to be. It feels thinner than it. The other nice thing is the fact that when I put it in my pocket, it wasn't holding me down, it didn't feel so bulky. The only thing I do need for this thing is a case if I'm going to use it for sure. That is definitely one thing that I needed. It does feel beautiful. I love this phone. I recommend it to anybody who's looking for a phone right now because, well, yeah, unless another phone comes out that is just as good as this one. But if you did like this video, please definitely rate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and just as always, enjoy the rest of your day.